Hey everyone, today I'm going to do an unboxing of the Mini Dragon handheld console. First, let me make it clear, this is not a rebranded version of the Little Dragon King. Instead, it's from a brand new company, a completely new brand altogether. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox it, shall we? Okay, now let's carefully take out the main console body. Alright, underneath you'll only find the data cable and a certificate of conformity. I'll just set those two aside for now. Alright, so now, let's take a really good close look at the main console body itself, shall we? Oh wow, that is really impressive. This console is absolutely stunning. It actually comes with a protective outer shell, and as you can clearly see, there are several magnetic points here, which means this shell is completely removable. It's quite convenient. There are absolutely no screw holes on the back either. Tisk, very well done. Its screws are primarily located, two at the top and two at the bottom, you see. Both the front and back of this machine are incredibly clean and look absolutely stunning. And this time it comes with crystal buttons, straight out of the box. You see that? It's really something, isn't it? It has the Nintendo layout. TSK, let's check the button feel. The start and select buttons are clicky, the M button is clicky, and the joystick is a clickable joystick. Hey, the feel is good. This design truly focuses on user experience, especially with the tactile feedback from the buttons and the joystick. It's designed to give a satisfying and responsive feel during gameplay, which is crucial for gaming enthusiasts. The other buttons, A, B, X, Y, are made of conductive rubber, and the D-pad is also crafted from conductive rubber, offering a tactile and responsive feel. Alright, let's check the shoulder buttons and trigger buttons. The shoulder buttons are also conductive rubber, very quiet. Moreover, the conductive rubber shoulder buttons offer a full-size press, signifying they have been tuned exceptionally well for peak performance and tactile satisfaction, truly impressive. However, the trigger buttons are not linear. Instead, they are also made of conductive rubber, featuring a straightforward, direct up and down activation mechanism. And it's quite distinct from Nintendo's version. The buttons are surprisingly soft and pleasant to press, which is perfectly acceptable and not an issue at all. So yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Alright, so on the console's main body, we'll find just two screws. And then we've got our power switch, the volume up and down controls, a dedicated video output port, an OTG data transfer port, and finally a handy reset button. Beneath the device, we find two card slots, specifically card 1 and card 2, a DC charging port, and a 3.5mm audio jack. The back proudly displays its logo. Furthermore, the entire rear of the device incorporates an ergonomically designed grip, which has been treated with an anti-slip finish. This is an excellent design choice, deserving of high praise and a definite thumbs up. Having the grip versus not having it creates two distinct differences. Alright, so looking at the device itself, as I've already told everyone, it comes with two D-pads that you can swap out. One of them is a flat D-pad, and the other one is more akin to what you'd find on a regular controller, having a slightly curved shape. Let me show you this. My D-pad here has some minor watermarks. This is likely because when they manufactured this particular batch, the raw materials from the preceding batch weren't thoroughly cleaned, resulting in a slight marring. However, it's really not a significant issue. Let me swap this out for everyone. See, at the bottom of the device, there's a small groove right next to our card slot. We can just easily pry it from this spot to remove the top cover. It's quite simple, and it allows for easy customization if you're into that sort of thing, offering a comfortable and convenient experience. So once you remove it, this is how it looks. For all you DIY enthusiasts out there, you can totally customize these areas with stickers, really get creative, and then once you're finished, just pop the cover back on. It won't mess with your stickers, and they definitely won't fall off. It's truly a comfortable and great design. Alright, let's go ahead and swap out this D-pad. It's incredibly simple to change, really. Just a light little pop, and there, you see, it comes right off. Next, let's take out our D-pad. Now, you really need to pay close attention here. It's crucial that the D-pad's cross-shaped notches align precisely with the corresponding slots on the device. As you'll notice, one specific direction, specifically the downward directional key, doesn't actually have a slot for it to fit into. Alright, so we'll just gently, click it into place with a slight motion, making sure it's all aligned. There we go, that's just perfect. Then, we'll put our magnetic panel cover back on top, ensuring it's pressed down firmly and securely into place. Okay, that's incredibly convenient and easy to do. The entire console is truly beautiful. The appearance, absolutely no issues there. And the button feel is very quiet thanks to the conductive rubber. Friends who like conductive rubber will be ecstatic. Alright, next up, we're going to take a closer look at the console itself, specifically its weight. Let's find out exactly how much this device weighs. Oh, my kitchen scale has been reset to 0. It's showing 253 grams right now, which is perfectly fine. Alright, let's power this thing on and take a good look at it, shall we? I'm really curious to see it in action and how it performs. Let's get this going and see what we've got. Hey, the boot up speed is also quite fast, and it even has a charming little winking boot animation that was specifically made just for you, which is pretty cool. Alright, it's good to go now. It's currently reading the game card. And here, I just want to mention to everyone that this device has truly incorporated many thoughtful little design touches across various aspects of its build. For instance, while I'm navigating this menu, I keep pressing this button, and if I were to press it all the way up or all the way down, the device would provide a haptic vibration feedback. It's just letting you know that you can't go any further. It gives you that vibration feedback. And also, within the system itself, it automatically categorizes everything for you. You know, things like game categories, action, shooting, fighting, all those genres are already neatly sorted and readily available for you to enjoy. That's incredibly convenient. Sometimes you won't even need to bother going into the emulator to select a game. Instead, you can just come directly here and pick out any game you like yourself. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the machine's menu. And first, the very first thing here is our joystick light. Right here, there's an ambient light that you can totally customize. You can set the color to whatever you prefer, or even adjust its flicker frequency to your liking. And then, up here, in the game settings, there's a really cool game rewind function. Essentially, if you're ever playing a retro game, and let's say you suddenly fall into a pit, you can just hit its special key combination. This will allow you to instantly rewind a bit, taking you back to a point just before that unfortunate demise, giving you a second chance. This is excellent. It's as if you have control over time, truly the master of its flow. And then, in this menu section, you'll find an easy mode along with an original menu, so if you happen to need to set up quite a few things, you can definitely opt for that original menu. If you're completely new to this, you can definitely use this simplified menu. It's currently in English, so let's jump into a game and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so now that we're actually in the game, let's pull up our menu. This is actually the simplified menu, so if you're looking to save your game, load a game, or add something to your favorites, and there's actually a lot more, as you can see. Things like button mapping, turbo fire, screen aspect ratio, screen rotation, overlays, shaders, and even cheat codes. All of these can be configured quite simply and easily. Very impressive indeed. Alright, finally, let's wrap up my thoughts on this Mini Dragon open source handheld console. Overall, the 4-inch screen is incredibly comfortable, its display effect is remarkably delicate, and the grip feel is absolutely present as well. The buttons! Conductive rubber enthusiasts will be thrilled, they'll absolutely love it. The entire interface is really simple and clean, which makes it perfect for beginners to get started with. It feels so comfortable. And it's also great for all of you who enjoy DIY projects. You can easily customize it by adding various stickers to its surface. It has basically all the features you'd expect from an open source handheld console. Look, you can connect it to a TV, right? Use it as a TV box and play games on your TV. That works too. It even provides overlays for you. The menu's simplicity is quite excellent, you know. Alright, that's the end of this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.